It's time for the AFC Championship and the road to a Super Bowl.
For the right to represent the AFC in this year's Super Bowl. Off we go on EA Sports. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the man from Ohio State, 6'3", Justin Fields.
We talked to him earlier in the week, Mike, and he tried to... Just another game, but...
It's the AFC Championship game and the road to...
Only one of these teams will earn a shot at the Lombardi. The AFC title game is underway. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds to hand them excellent field position up across the 40. So the Titans ready for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out, the second pick of the second round back in 2023. Out of Kentucky, it's Will Levis.
Levis came into this league with a big old arm and an even bigger chip on his shoulder, Kate, based on where he was drafted. I still remember that on draft day, and you could see the disappointment as he fell out of that first round. And because of it, he's just got that fight to him. It's easy to envision him proving those doubters, and so many of those teams who passed on him wrong.
Second down run by Pacheco. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up. Right back to Pacheco. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Give them the leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right, they love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. He gets him 9 on the ground. A good pickup and a second down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still second down.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Hey, come on.
Running it after the penalty. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Like
3rd and just 2 to go. It's Pacheco again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Titans finish up an excellent opening series. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. And bringing them out an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came in here well-rested after a Sunday away. Of course, that means an extra week of prep work for this defense, too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack them today.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go.
From the 28. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's a pickup of 9. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Here we go, son. All right.
First down, here's Swift. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Play action, Fields. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of the defense.
That one's incomplete in the end zone.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
Smith able to put it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And look at this return. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. The Titans offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
At the 39-yard line. Hey, like 13.
Looking to throw, Levis. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. They're set up at the 35 now.
Like 54.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
Big gap up the middle. And finally, he's down at the 5-yard line. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. So we're through one here in the AFC title game. Neither side separating much so far. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. Ready to go with our second quarter. Titans with the ball and a chance to score. They'll go back to Pacheco on first. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. He couldn't get anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Zero.
Trying again with Pacheco. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
On, 949.
Now Levis. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Titans now lead by 10. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans drive their lead to 11. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. 2-2 Atwell now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off play action, it's Fields. Looking for a target. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Fields out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
And he's taken down at the 30. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Swift gets it, going left. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
Going to run again with Swift. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more man.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Titans get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, we both saw what he was doing, Brock. Trying to work the sideline there, but I don't think he ever saw the corner sitting back and just waiting to break on that throw.
And that's what the good ones do. They use the sideline to their advantage. It really becomes the 12th defender on the field. The elite corners in this league, they'll play to it. They'll bait those quarterbacks to making that throw, and then they'll close fast and take that ball away.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Right 13. Right.
Defense showing blitz. Levis finds a seam down the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 36-yard line. Here we go. Tonight.
Throwing is Levis. Claypool hauls it in. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Right 5-4. Hey, mayday. Tonight.
Levis back to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Right 46.
A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Right 13.
They'll run Pacheco. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. It's a gain of 8, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Pacheco. And he ticks this one in for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Titans push their lead to 18. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Atwell now to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And they need some kind of score here, Brock, to keep this from getting away from him on the road in the postseason. First down throw for Fields. That throw finds Pickens. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time. Fields on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Steelers calling their first timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you, Kate? Got their first turnover last time out. Now they put their first sack on the board. In big plays on that side of the ball, they can come in bunches. Defense sure hopes to keep this faucet going, and the offense wants to turn the spigot off immediately.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing third and long.
Here we go.
A handoff left for Swift. Give him one on the carry. It's going to be fourth down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. The Steelers set to punt it. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. And things just seem to keep snowballing for them. Now their special teams is involved. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Tennessee calling its second timeout now. First down, ball at the 36. Running up the middle, Pacheco. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Like 90, like 90.
Second and 10 now. He's got him. That's Claypool. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. The Titans call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. First and 10 from the 41.
Hold on, like 90. Here's down, 90 down, 49 Rita.
Levis to the air now. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 20. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
49 down, 22 Rita. Here we go. Diamond.
Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
That pass complete to Claypool. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. Third down coming up.
Hey, come on. 20 Rita. And 24 Linda. Track 18 Green.
Levis throwing again. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Titans get more points to end a lopsided first half. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Titans continue piling onto this lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Atwell now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Good night. Good night.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. So we're now halfway through deciding who's going to rep. No need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the 3rd quarter. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting in the wings for whoever can finish this game out as we're back underway. Atwell now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Hurry up.
Here's Swift to start the drive. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Right.
Staying grounded with Swift. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Here we go, son. Good night.
3rd and long for him here. He puts some juice on a deep throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Titans finally see their return stopped. They're going to take over following the interception at the 45-yard line. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Like 54, like 54.
From the 47. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Titans will have a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now.
Hey, like 13, like 13. Random.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. This is ahead for about 5. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
54, read up.
Second down run by Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Right back to Pacheco. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
Going to the ground again on first. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. 2nd and 3 now.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike.
Running is Pacheco. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans push their lead further to start the half. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Titans grow their lead yet again. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Atwell now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Steelers are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And as we can see, offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
Here we go, side. Side.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I think we can officially call this pile-on mode. They've been the better group all game. You felt it. This quarterback, well, he certainly felt the brunt of it. The rest of the way, Kate, this may be time to pad those stats and keep on pressing against a group that has had no answers for him up front.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Titans and this running back headed back out for a new series. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. They're out and set. 1st and 10. The give to Pacheco to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. Big shot to begin the drive. Has him up beyond the 40.
22 window.
It's Pacheco again. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Diamond.
Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Like 54.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Like 0.
They'll run now with Pacheco. And he manages to reach the 19 before he's stopped. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Like 49.
They run with Pacheco. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody. And maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. Call it a 70-yard pickup, and they're just a yard away now on 2nd and goal.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Only one frame remains before we see who's going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. It's Titans football. Just got to close out the win, and their season rolls on. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Like 13, like...
They'll try to run with Pacheco. And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. Just not quite enough to break the plane, and now it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
Like 24.
They'll try with Pacheco. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Titans throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans tack on 7 more to their lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. Pittsburgh. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott. Right.
Now it's Fields. He finds Pickens left side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Second and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. Right.
From the 42. Bails out of the pocket quick. Take it off with it again. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Here we go, Scott. Oh.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Right.
Fields to throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. He's still going at the 30. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Jones reels it in. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here we go.
Another throw for Fields. The throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Here we go. Tonight.
Hand off running right. Here's Swift. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And look at this return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Titans returning their offense and this running back to the field. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Like 5-4.
Now a give left side to Pacheco. And he's tackled for a short gain. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Like 46.
They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Running right is Pacheco. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Like 13.
Running left with Pacheco. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Like 0.
They'll go back to Pacheco on 1st. And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
No. What? 22, read it.
Right back to Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on 1st. We'll take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Titans continue adding on to that lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them.
Don't jump. Ready?
Shotgun snap to Fields. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second down and 10. Fields. Trying to push it deep downfield. It connects on the deep shot. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Here we go, Scott.
Fields out of the gun. And he's taken out of bounds behind the line. That's going to be a sack. So here in Nashville, the Titans come away with the win. And they'll raise that Lamar Hunt Trophy high as champions of